6 feet 7 inches, the former champion who defended his title 11 times, looking to avenge his only loss and to regain his title from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Here is the former hard-hitting WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, his record 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 21 wins coming by way of knockout from Manchester, England. Here is the acclaimed 2-time heavyweight world champion, the current and the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. It's the heavyweight championship trilogy, Fury versus Wilder, number 3, T-Mobile Arena, Saturday night, live on pay-per-view. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to introduce the host of our press conference, acclaimed sports journalist Kate Abdo.
Thank you all. Deontay, how you doing? Tyson, you want to take a seat?
I'm good, thanks, Kate. I've been sat down a long time. I'm going to stand up.
Do you not own any shirts either?
I don't. This is the sexy look.
That's what they say. Deontay, you're making me nervous with the headphones. Are we feeling like talking today? Do us a favor. Okay, cool, brilliant. Listen, you had to go through the courts, right, to get to this moment. What is it that you want to prove in the arena on Saturday night?
I don't have nothing to prove. You know, I'm in a great place. I'm in a great state of mind, have always been. You know, I got a lot of great people around me that's been covering me all this time, you know. It's nothing to prove at all. This right here is redemption, retaliation, retribution, you know, and all of the above.
I got you. It's a long way to look up at you. Won't you sit down for me?
I'm good.
All right, okay. So listen, 20 months, right? It's a long time to stay focused, to prove something that you feel that you've already proved, I assume. How have you managed to stay motivated during this time?
I've just been training there, Kate, you know, taking it day by day, enjoying my life, training for a fight, and that's all we can do. Live every day, one day at a time. I look forward to today. Because every day we wake up is a blessed day. Remember that.
Amen. I think it feels really different coming into this fight than it did coming into the second fight, right? After that first fight, it felt like there was still mutual respect between the two of you. After the second fight, it feels like that has been lost somewhat. Deontay, there were many accusations that you made towards Tyson about reasons that you felt that he had won that fight, ways that you felt that he had cheated. Do you regret any of the accusations that you made towards him?
I don't regret it, and I go to my grave believing in what I believe in. I know things for fact. I have confirmation, clarity of a lot of things, and which, you know, one thing about it, you know, men lie, women lie, but your eyes don't lie what you see, you know. So many people can believe what they want. We're all human. We believe what we want, but the eyes don't lie. And it only made me better as a man, as a fighter, to understand and to see certain things and know things for facts. You know, it made me even hungrier than before. God is a great God, and He don't make mistakes. I wouldn't take it back for nothing, because nothing that even the way I felt, even coming into the fight, even the way when Chris took the mask off me, how I felt, I wouldn't take it back for nothing. I needed it. It was a blessing in disguise.
Tyson, he did accuse you of some of the biggest violations in boxing, right? You kind of reacted almost like you don't care, like it just kind of washes off. How do you really feel about it?
I don't care because obviously it's coming from an unwell person. He accused me of everything, accused his team, his trainer, the suit, injuries. Who else did he accuse? Oh, the Athletic State Commission of Nevada, they were in on it as well, the referee, whoever else. Maybe if he'd come out with one of these excuses, then it would have been believable, but not 50 of them, come on. And he can believe what he wants. What it tells me is that he's a weak, mental little person who I'm going to knock spark out on Saturday night. I beat him the first time after 3 years out the ring. Quite comfortable, actually. He won 2 rounds of a 12-rounder. I absolutely obliterated him in the rematch. He didn't even win any of the rounds. And in this third fight, I just see much more the same. In fact, he's even copying me. Look, he's got no t-shirt on today. He learned that from me. I'm famous for wearing no shirt in press conferences and having no shirts on. This guy's copying me all the time. And I know I'm an inspiring person and everybody wants to be like T. But you know, it's supposed to be Bronze Bomber. Do your own thing. Stop copying the Gypsy King. And listen, I hope you got your excuse book ready, Dosser. What's he doing here? He should have had the sack as well, JD's. Because if Mark Brilliant was doing it, he was in on it as well because he was in the changing rooms. Watch my hands get wrapped. I want to know what you got to say, JD's. You was there. Are you on the conspiracy as well?
We are going to bring trainers up later on.
It was actually him who taped the knuckle dusters on. It was JD's who taped the knuckle dusters on my gloves.
Deontay.
He was there.
Amen. Listen, you're the only undefeated heavyweight champion that remains of the group, right? Is that pressure
I said
for you?
that yesterday and I've come
I
under a
heard
lot of
it. I
scrutiny
copied
from
it.
it all. I've come under a lot of pressure because I forgot that Alexander Usyk's been a world champion for 5 minutes. Forgive me on that one, I do apologise.
Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry.
Yeah, he's won all that, so congratulations to him, by the way. But I was just talking about the group that we were in before Usyk even come into the picture. Out of all of us from like years gone by, like say the last 10 years, there's only me, last man standing. And I'm the one who's had all the problems, all the inactivity, everything. And I'm still here, still undefeated. I'm a lone soldier now. The last one undefeated. Actually, the first 2-time heavyweight champion of the world who never lost a fight. How amazing is that?
You have
History maker, if I was interested in that sort of thing.
You've talked a lot about mental health, right? That's something that we've all appreciated you being really open and honest about. Do you feel mental pressure coming into a fight like this, and how do you deal with that? What do you make sure you have in your surroundings to keep you in the right place mentally?
You know, mental health struggle's no joke. You know, it's you can never get over it. It's not if or when, but it's not if, but it's definitely when. Mental health will always creep back into your life at some point, and it's a very, very, very dangerous matter. And it's a global pandemic on its own. Without COVID and all that stuff, the mental health struggle is real. And if you don't keep it at bay and take the right procedures to handle it, then you're going to wind up in a very bad position, like I was at one stage in my life. But I've learned to manage and maintain it all now, and look at me, I'm flying. I'm stood here as a heavyweight champion of the world, WBC, Ring Magazine, lineal champion, undefeated in 30-odd fights, still good looking, lost me hair, but whatever. Still a fine specimen of a man, and still confident as ever, and still on top of the world. So life's good, life's very good. Very happy.
Where are you emotionally, Deontay? Because you're really big on energy, right? What's your energy towards Tyson Fury at this point in time?
My energy is like my mind is very violent, you know. So I'm just ready to go. October the 9th, you know. I've dedicated myself. I devoted my time and my body, me and my team. Reinvented. I'm ready to reintroduce myself to the world, you know.
I've seen you wearing all that gear, which has the Russian slogan on it, right? Which says "Glaz za glaz," which means eye for an eye, I think, correct?
For sure.
What does that mean to you in the context of this fight?
Exactly what it means.
What do you want to repay him with? A loss for a loss? Is that what you're looking at, or how do you mean it?
I'm gonna let you be the judge come Saturday night.
All right, fair enough.
I've learned to choose my words wisely, you know. People always take my words out of context, you know, and That's why I've been very silent, you know. Like I said, silence is golden. And at this point in time, it's all action for me. Action, action, action. I don't have many words to say, you know. I wasn't planning on even talking today. I was going to have Malik coming up. But, you know, I respect you, Kate.
Thank you.
And I'm just ready to show action.
I respect you wanting to show what you want to show in the ring as well. How would you describe, Tyson, your relationship with Sugar Hill? You got your mic.
Yeah, me and Sugar go back a long way, back to like 2010, Detroit City. We've got a great bond going on, and to have any successful relationship, you've got to have good communication. And that's the most important thing in our lives, communicating with each other. And me and Sugar Hill have got that. We have this bonded glue where we gel together. We've got similar personalities. It's not easy for me to pick a trainer because I do outlandish things, I'm outspoken, I do a lot of stuff, and I've got to almost have someone on the same wavelength and personality factor to match that in order to be able to train me. And I definitely found a match with Sugar Hill here.
Is he a lot to deal with, Sugar Hill?
No.
All right, fair enough. Deontay, it seems like trust was key for you when you were making the decision in terms of who you wanted to be the head guy in your corner. Where does that trust come from with Malik, and has he surprised you with everything else that he's been able to bring to the table for you?
I trust my brother with my life as he trusts me with his, you know. I'll give my shirt off my back as he would for me, you know, and that's how it's always been from the first connection. See, when we both first met, it was just, the energy was just, it was connection. It was you know, sometimes you can meet other humans and you just, your energies you just don't mix with each other. And then you can meet others that is just like, damn, where you been all my life? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was with him. And fun fact, my birthday and his mother lands on the same day, and his birthday and my mother's land on the same day. And when I met him, he brought his family along. We was in camp to see him, and I cooked for them, the Southern hospitality, and we got to know each other even more. Even when we fought each other, it brought us even more closer, more so than ever. And in boxing, you need people. You need people that you can trust in this sport. I mean, this is a money-driven sport. There's so many loopholes and different things that can go in, and you just never know who may be jealous, who may envy you in certain ways. Even when you think the ones that really love you, or you have them at your dinner table with your children, and they play with your children, you know. And sometimes that's just not the case. But with him, you know, with all my guys, you know, I don't have a big entourage. I don't need so, you know. And it's just the love that we have for each other, all of us, that we have.
Come on, get a room,
so
get over with.
I think, Malik, one of the things that people have been super interested in is watching how much you've been working on fundamentals, and that's been something that you guys have talked about openly, right? And to all the fans out there at home, Deontay, it's the last time that we're going to ask you to do this. I know you particularly are sick of the media this time around. You can have your opportunity to give your final comments.
One more that I can say that hasn't already been said, you know. I just tell you guys to prepare yourself and prepare yourself on the battlefield and get ready for war. Because this is right here, is going to be an amazing fight come October the 9th. And as you see, I'm wearing my red outfit, so I want it back in blood. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys there.
Tyson, you're up.
Well, I've got a lot to say, actually. Here's something that I think I need to say. It's like, Wilder said that I only won the second fight because I cheated, but then he goes and changes his whole team and does all this extra training and trains as hard as he's ever trained and brought on all his team and all that. So I ask the question is, if I only won because I cheated, what was the point in changing everything and doing all this other work? Can anybody answer that question? I know he can't, doesn't have the brains to. So, no one can answer that question, can they? So, the fact that I've egg in your face, bitch, is the word. That's what we say. And here's another one. He says he wants to do bad things to me and hurt me and do all this malice feelings, and he's got anger and aggression. Well, for those who hold a hot coal with the intentions of throwing it at somebody, guess what? They're the ones who's going to get burnt. I don't want to hurt Deontay Wilder. I just want to beat him in a fight. And he knows what he's saying is lies. And deep down in his soul, he knows that he lost. And he'll lose again. And he lost the first time, he lost the second time, and he's gonna lose the third time. And guess what? After this fight, he'll be back working in that fast food chain that he was working at earlier on in his career. Because that's the only place he's gonna be welcome.
It's easy to answer your question.
For him.
It's easy to answer your question.
Retirement, Dosser.
The answer to your question is why you changed for the first and second.
No, that ain't the answer to the question. That's another question. So that's not an answer. If I only won because I cheated, why do all this extra training?
Why you changed the first and second? Why you changed the first and second?
As long as I didn't cheat.
So ask yourself that question.
You got to ask yourself the question. If I've done all this cheating,
I see nervous energy.
Yeah, then why has he not prepared himself? He hasn't done any extra steps at all to stop me from cheating again.
Why you explain yourself?
I'm not explaining myself, I'm asking you the question.
You haven't denied any allegations to this point.
I don't need to deny it because it's true.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't denied any allegations. You don't even want certain media in here to give you the tough questions. You have nobody to give you the tough questions.
And there's nobody here that can ask me a tough question.
So when it's like
you're in denial and you're getting knocked out.
Let's make it happen.
You're gonna retire.
You don't know nothing about knocking no one out. You don't have knockout power.
Your legacy's in bits.
Even in my worst times, you still hit like a bitch. I didn't feel nothing.
No one's even believed you.
I didn't feel anything. You were wondering why I kept getting up and getting up. Because I didn't feel nothing. You have no power. You're not a knockout artist.
I am a knockout artist.
Nah, I went out on my feet.
That's a knockout.
I had a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in. And guess what? When someone throw the towel in after the boss tell them not to do, the employee get fired.
Yeah, but you said I had knuckle dusters on. JD is in the room while I had the fucking guts on. Why didn't you say something then? He's in on it too.
Don't worry about him.
He's in on it.
Don't worry about him. I handle my team.
Behind you.
I handle my team. You handle yours like you handle yours.
You're a weak man. You get knocked out.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm the one that defended my title 10 times. I go down in history as 6. How many times have you defended?
Like you.
How many times? I don't have to cheat.
I don't need to.
I never had to cheat in years.
I've come here.
If you look up your history and you look up my history, which I advise everyone to do their homework. You look up you and you look up me. I'm a nun in this sport, baby. I don't have to cheat. I don't have to eat boar meat. I don't have to stick shit up my ass to make me feel a certain type of way. I don't have to use certain things. I don't have to manipulate my gloves. I don't have to do those things.
You have to do it all.
So at night when I look into the mirror, I know I'm a real king, a real champion.
And you're gonna get knocked out on Saturday night. No problem. I don't feel you because you're.
And if I don't step another glove over my life, I'm good. That's the difference between me and you. I don't have to fight another day in my life.
Doesn't matter.
I'm good.
Because your legacy's already finished.
I'm good.
All the excuses.
I'm good. How can you say the same thing?
You've been done. Finished.
Can you say the same thing?
You've been beat. You've been humiliated, and you've been busted.
And let's get ready.
End of. And that's it. And there's no one in here can accept the fact that this little pussy got his ass handed to him, not once, but twice, and he can't do nothing about it! Because he ain't fucking man enough! That's why!
I accept look.
Tell him what to say, Shelley, come on. Tell him what to say.
When I was in the condition I was in, I could have stopped the fight. I could have went back to my corner, but you know what? I'm a king. I'm a warrior. I accepted the opportunity. I accepted what I was going through to still fight you.
Yeah, you look like a dosser.
I still accepted it, and you still couldn't knock me out. You still couldn't do that. But guess what? If the roles were reversed and you was in the situation I was in, they would have called 911.
Your trainer, JD,
someone please call 911.
He did you a favor, Mark Breland. He saved your life that night.
Don't know.
You didn't want to sack him. You wanted to give him a pay rise. A pay rise.
So why is he terminated?
He needed a pay rise.
I'm willing to die in the ring.
I don't know how wise this is, but we are going to ask
die in the ring, so it ain't no saving my life. That's why I do the things. That's why I do the things outside of the ring. And my family have an understanding. My children have an understanding that daddy has a dangerous job. There's no other sport in this world that have collected as many lives as boxing. So I understand what I'm going through.
And we respect both of you for those reasons. Can I ask both of you to stand up? Deontay, will you do us a favor? Can you stand up? We're going to do a face-off one final time. We have a huge show coming up for you on Saturday night. Massive respect. No, we're not going to do. I apologize. No. Bob Arum says no. Bob Arum says no. All right, we're going to leave it there. Listen, we do have a television show still coming up. Deontay, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. It was good to see you.
Hell yeah.
Tyson, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. It was good to see you, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good one. Bless you. That is the end of the show, everybody. Listen, we are going to send you back up to Andre Ward and Sean Porter, who are standing by, going to continue to give some analysis and everything that we just saw. Appreciate you all joining us, and stick with us for the rest of the television show. Thanks a lot.
Big Doss is getting annihilated. I'll see you all Saturday night. After parties on me, Gypsy King, Pakistan. After I've annihilated the Doss again.